Yeah, I know most people like trading gold, so I'm just going to do a very quick analysis and start from the daily. This is just a focus analysis. I'm just going to try to figure out the direction, so as usual the entry will be on you guys. So real quick, basically of the daily, we see that the gold has just been on an uptrend. So we have higher high, higher low, higher high, of course, low, higher high, higher low, and we see that some of gold wants to try it maybe to take out that high. So with that being said, I'll need to mark out my highest zone, which was this level right there. Have it right there, and of course probably this is also another zone that we should look into, right? So let's just try to concentrate on what the market or price trying to do around this area, because this is gold, and let's see how many pips these are. So that's almost 9,000 pips, which is still amazing, right? So we need to concentrate on what gold is trying to do around here, right? So if we get maybe a reaction around this level, we might go in for sales. If we get in a reaction around this level to a break, we might continue looking for buy. So real quick, I will go to the H4 right here. So now what do we see of this H4? Now we see gold, of course, was giving us a structure, higher high, once again a higher low, and now we see kind of the market has given us a higher high, right? So the immediate low should have been this level. Those who do trade order block, let's do analysis based on that, right? So this is the last higher low that the market created, right? Higher high, higher high, higher low right there. And now we anticipate that price might probably continue giving us this kind of a trend. But now there's something, guys. There's this previous high right here. Now the reason I'm saying there's something is probably the market might try to give us something like this before maybe gold going back, creating a double top. There's that possibility, right? Because I know that most people right now are looking for maybe selling position right here based on those who trade demand and supply zone. Because why? We anticipate a possibility that this might be a double top, right? So let's start this analysis based on double top first before we look for maybe a break above right here, right? So if that was a double top, how will we take this entry, right? So this is it. Basically, this is a trend, right? This is a trend. 1, 2, we anticipate maybe gold comes back, hits this level, giving us third touch, probably goes up, and now try to break, maybe something like that, right? So if probably gold give us this kind of a structure or this kind of a play, then how will we look for our selling position, right? So this is our anticipation. Like we said, if it hits this level, comes back, now the moment we see gold doing that, it will create, of course, a new low right there. That's a higher low. Now once we see gold taking out that low, something like this, then that's a good sign that now she wants to go down. So how will we go in for sales? The first thing, this is a new high that the market would have created. So as usual, we just anticipate gold to give us that pullback. Now once we get this kind of a pullback, then we should be looking for bearish properties around this level and go in for our sales, targeting this last low, which should be a support level or a demand zone right here. That's it. That's how you should be looking for gold sales. Now what if this does not happen, right? So how will we go in for buys? This is it. Let's remove everything right here. So how will we go in for buy? This is it. Anticipate gold does this, then now breaks out of this new high that it will have created right here, correct? Now once we see gold breaking out of this new high, then the buys is still on. So we should be anticipating that, oh, this is a new low that gold created right there. So basically let's wait for a pullback right here, and guess what, we look for our bullish property maybe around that level, probably targeting this high. Or of course, maybe if we clone in this trend right here, probably we should just target this trend line, something like this. And of course your stop loss should be below the last low that it will have created. I believe that is the simplest analysis ever, right? So with that, let's look into maybe another pair. GBP, I don't know what's happening with JPYs, but I think they're still consolidating. That's why, you know, I'm not getting a clear picture of what was this JPY is doing. So real quick, let's talk about NAS100 for those who do trade NAS100. So as usual, not as usual, let me just start the analysis of the daily time frame real quick, right? So this is it. Of the daily, price is bullish like crazy, correct? Now mark this as a high and let's mark this as a low. Price gave us an impulse phase, correction phase when people went in for the buys, impulse phase, people went in for the buys. Then guess what? The market gave an impulse phase, people went in for the buys, and now 90% rule, we see that, yeah, that has been done, and now price is almost hitting this level to make it 100% rule. So let's go with that. Now same as gold, I think those who trade demand and supply zone might be anticipating a double top, which is still okay, right? So we're not just going to be biased on a double top, right? We just need to look into maybe possible ways. Double top, yes, and at the same time there might be a break of that double top, the market continues going up, right? So you don't just come to the market and let's see, okay, the market is just trying to give us a double top, let's just look for sale, and then you see, oh, the market breaking out of that top and the market continues going up, right? So we will be analyzing based on a double top possibility and also based on a bullish continuation pattern, right? So if we go to the H4 right here, now one thing you need to notice once again is this kind of an approach right here. That one just tells you that, okay, this might be just another bearish flag, just like we did on gold. Impulse correction, this just might be a correction before maybe that happening, right? So with that being said, let's talk about what we see, right? Those who use trend line, 1 2 right there, and of course 1 2 somewhere around that level. So like I say, we still anticipate probably hit this level, maybe we get this kind of a thing, then that might be a confirmed selling position. So how will we take our sell entry, right? So as usual, we need that third touch because we have first touch right there, second touch, and of course we anticipate that third touch right there. Now once we see price going back, no problem. If we have the bearish confirmation, let's just mark that level as a new low. But then if price takes out this level, something like this, then this is just a confirmed sell. But it might not be a confirmed sell, because why? Price might just do this, go back once again into this level and create something like an inverse head and shoulder, and you see more buys coming in, right? So how will we take our sell position? This is it. Once we have identified this and the market breaks out of that, of course, now the new high should have been this level, but then guess what? We should anticipate the price to pull back right there, something like that. Now during this pullback phase right here, of course, we should be anticipating a bearish property. Okay, once we get a bearish property, that's when we go in for sales. Now one thing, guys, you should keep in mind, if you don't see a bearish property because you're looking for sales, don't go in. Even if you see the market, you know, doing this, comes back, then start moving, no, and you don't see those bearish properties that you anticipate, don't go in for sales until the market gives you your, you know, bearish properties according to your rules, right? Now how will we look for buys if you don't get this kind of thing? Let's say the market does that, create a new high, then breaks, because this was the last high. Let's just have it as a last high. The market breaks, for example. Now as usual, we anticipate this is a low right there, so what we need to do, wait for a correction phase right there, right? Then guess what? Mark this as usual as a new low right there. Now once you see the market giving you bullish property right here, go in for your buys, and of course you might target this as your first TP or whichever risk to reward ratio that fits you. Now there's something, guys, too. This is it. Market might just give you this, and now if you see price does not, maybe price doesn't give you a bullish property, the market might just do this, and guess what? Takes out this level right there. So you need to be careful, right? So I hope that's it. Now let me try to maybe which pair should I try to analyze? the last pair. Let me see which pair, euro, which pair. I don't see any JPY. Right. Okay, odd card looks good for sales too. So I'm also anticipating an entry, second entry on this joint. So real quick, now one thing about this AUD card, yes, you might see that the market is in an uptrend, right? But I've done deep analysis onto this joint right here. Okay, that's why I'm looking for sales. So as usual, yeah, we've anticipated the market giving us bullish property for us to take the market up, right? Now from last week I've been also talking about this market. I think, yeah, it was last week or the other week, looking for sales before this pullback right here. When was this? Let me just see. When the market dropped, this was around 8th October, right? So I was anticipating the market to go back and give me a head and shoulder, which of course I've seen the market has given us a head and shoulder, which is a very good thing. So the next level that we should be targeting should be that, and of course this is now our high. So right, so we need to mark this as our new high right there. And guess what? The market gave us a new low right there and went back something like this, right? So those who trade order blocks know what I'm talking about. We had a lower low right there, lower high, and already price gave us bearish property right here, and that's when we see the market drop, right? So yes, if you missed that first entry, this is it. How will we go in for our sell position since we missed that first end, right? So this is it. Let's just remove this right here. So as usual, we see price has already taken out this trend line right there, and we had a low right here. Of course, price played around this double top, those who trade reversal, which is an amazing thing. And now of course we see price gave us something like an impulse phase and now trying to give us correction. So we anticipate the market to continue doing its thing. So with that being said, let's see H1 right there. So now this zone is very crucial. That's the current market price, right? Why do I say that that's a very crucial zone? So if you miss out on a thing right here, then I think you will be in trouble, right? Because that's the last analysis that you should have, you know, before looking for your sell position. So if you get good bearish properties, go in for your sales right there. That is what I'm planning to do, and of course ride this wave until this level right there. So I don't mind this level right here because I'm still bearish off the highest time frame. So my target is this level, and I hope that's it, guys. So I hope this video helps you guys. So add more confidence before you take your entry. So check out my Telegram, also link in the description box below, and until next time, amigos, peace.